As you know, I have a policy on this show that anyone who calls me, emails me or tweets me can get on. That's as simple as that. You know, people keep asking me, oh, do you only have Box Nation fighters on? No, I'll have anyone on. Anyone that gets in a car, anyone that gets on the tube, anyone that gets a taxi, anyone that walks here. And the guest tonight, one of the special guests tonight, has actually got on a plane and flown down from Scotland. It's a delight and a pleasure to welcome unbeaten Scottish fighter Gary McCallum to my fantastic white sofa. Yeah. Gary, first of all, thanks for making the journey from your house to the plane to here. You're unbeaten in 3 fights. You're boxing this weekend. And what I mean, I've got to ask you, what made you decide you fancied being on this show? I mean, full power to you, son. But...
I don't know. It's just my sponsor actually gave me the go ahead. He paid for everything on my flights and all that. So it's a wee bit of publicity and all, you know what I mean?
And are you a sort of fairly, you know, obviously a fairly confident kid, but I mean, you're a bit, you know, is this the sort of thing that you like, you know, putting yourself out there, being in a bit of spotlight? I'm
not usually like this, no. I'm usually a quiet, down to earth.
Get on with
I keep myself to myself, basically, you know what I mean? But I feel confident now, you know what I mean, to put myself out there. It's
because I relax you in here, Gary. I don't put you on edge. I'm keeping you nice and relaxed.
I know,
But you know, I did say, you know, when your people made contact, I said, listen, you're getting down. I'll take him. I'll have him in the studio. Whereabouts in Scotland are you based?
I'm from Castlemilk in Glasgow, but I box at Newton Hall Boxing Club. So that's an amateur boxing club, which is out Motherwell way. So I'm in there, so I've got a good gym, you know what I mean? I've got a great trainer, Wally Downey, who pushes me hard, you know what I mean, every training session. A good promoter, Tommy Gilmore. I've got a good team behind us. So.
And where are you boxing on? Is it on Friday we boxing?
Friday I'm fighting up at Inverness, so on the Gary Cornish, it's a promotion up there. So I wasn't meant to be on it at first, but Tommy Gilmore's put me on it now, so I'm looking forward to it.
Tommy's a bit of a legend. He's been around a long time, Tommy. He tries to make out he's only 55, but he's not. But I mean, I've known Tommy millions of years. He's been around a long time.
He's been good to me, you know what I mean? He's no pushed me at all. He's taken me step by step, you know what I mean? So he's not really... We're building gradually, you know what I mean? So.
And what did you do as an amateur? Gary, what did you do?
I boxed for Scotland quite on a number of occasions.
In tournaments overseas?
Tournaments, Poland, Albania and European Championships.
All right.
Boxed in 4 nations for Scotland against England, Wales, Ireland. So I've had a fair crack at the whip at amateurs, aye.
Because how old are you? Because you look about 18 or 19.
No, I'm 21.
Well, you're doing quite well,
next month.
Listen, that's good.
22 next month. So.
Always try and look 2 or 3 years older. They're younger than you are, because when you get to my age, suddenly it flips around and you end up looking 5 years older than you actually are. So,
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
And what about weight-wise? What do you do? Weight-wise?
When I first started boxing, I was out for 2 years with a shoulder injury. It was a year ago now. So I've come back. I was up at light heavyweight. So I was quite big, you know what I mean? I've lost over about nearly 2 stone.
So to get down?
Aye, to get down. So I'm sitting at middleweight now. So I'm comfortable there now, you know what I mean? So
comfortable and young. Anyway, stay there, Gary. You can't move because we've got you tied in on that white sofa with a mic. Now Gary, you're out again this weekend. But you know, as a young pro, I always ask young pros this. In an ideal world, how many times a year would you like to fight?
I'd fight any time. If Tommy puts me out every month, I don't ask for fights. I let Tommy do the work. My trainer, Wally, and I let them just do the work.
Do you have a following? And does Tommy sort of, you know, ask you to sell tickets as such, or? I mean,
he asks me to sell as much as I can. I mean, you can't.
And is it building the following?
Aye. I've fought twice on the same show in the Radisson Hotel, which isn't much. You can't really sell tickets because it's like a business.
Dinner show.
A dinner show, aye. But I've had one out at Wishaw Sports Centre. A few pulled out, but I still had a good following. I've still yet to fight in Glasgow, like say Kelvin Hall kind of thing.
So that would work if you were sort of on an undercard at Kelvin Hall. You'd think you'd.
I'd love to. I can't wait to fight on an undercard. You know what I mean? Because it'd be a good experience. But I'll bring a good following on it. I mean,
so you would.
Yep.
So remember that if you're a young fighter out there and you want to be on the show, if you train fighters out there, then you can just get hold of me. It's quite simple. You can email me, which is bunce@boxnation.com, or you can tweet me at Big Daddy Bunce, and you make your way to the studio here. I'll give you the last 5 or 6 minutes of the show. That's as simple as it gets. Now, before we go tonight, we've got some stuff coming up. Some good weekends coming up. There we go, Box Academy introducing the class of 2012. That'll be Oldham on May the 18th. That will be particularly entertaining. And before that, Ketzler and Green on the 19th of May, live from Copenhagen, Denmark. I like that. Remember that when Green fought Ward, people assumed that he was a better fighter than Kessler. Listen, Gary, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming down. No, I really mean that.
Hey, thank you.
Do. Gary McCallum now. We also had Kid Galahad on, and we had Jamie and his mum Tracy with their incredible story. Martin Murray to talk about Golovkin, and we got that fight at the weekend. But before then, it was Frank Warren and Derek Delboy Chisora to talk about July 14th at Upton Park, because that is what it's all about from now. Hey, Chisora, July 14th. I'll see you, don't worry, I'll see you on Saturday with Golovkin. See you later. See.
Stand behind him. You tell me my face. Huh? You want to fight me? You're not free to go.